Take another shot for me. Tell me everything that makes the sadness flow down both your cheeks. I'll wait for you. I'll wait for you. I'll stay for you.
Oh, how's the summer, dude? Ready for it to get a little bit cooler?
Oh yeah,
God, it's so nasty out, dude.
Yeah.
It's so gross.
And it's only supposed to stay this way for like at least through the weekend.
Are we supposed to get a break in it?
Next week, I think.
Oh, that'd be amazing. It's because it feels like it's been like this for a hot minute, man. You know what I mean? It's just time for just a little bit of a respite. I don't expect the rest of the summer to be cool by any means because we have to get through August still, but
which is usually worse than July.
Which is usually worse, but this has been. I mean, we always say the stupid same thing every damn. It's the humidity, man.
Yep.
It's just so awful. It's ridiculous. You can't even breathe outside sometimes. It's so thick. But no, hey, anything going on with you guys?
No, nothing much. I mean, same old, same old. Last night was going to be a good night to record because I took Will to swim practice, and by the time I got home, he called me to come pick him up because someone pooped in the pool.
Oh, that's so nasty.
It is.
Oh, that's so gross, dude.
Yeah.
Did they have like an accident? Like, was it a baby in the pool, or was it like a kid that just had an accident?
I think it was a kid that had an accident, and it was before the practice. So the pool sat there empty for about 30 minutes, and then they declared it okay to get back in. But Will's
go ahead and swim in the fecal matter. Go for it.
Will's like, I'm going to pass.
Yeah, hot pass.
Yeah.
Oh, man, that's so sad, dude.
So, of course, we came home, and I showed him that clip from Caddyshack.
The Baby Ruth bar?
Yes.
Classic. Well, that's one you haven't... Has he seen that one, Matt?
No, he's only seen that clip a couple times.
So. Show him the whole thing, dude.
Oh, I know.
That's a classic, right? You're asking for a classics.
Yeah.
So there you go.
That's
show him that one.
That's going to move up the list now.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think what else, like what other, 80s planes, trains, and automobiles. You could show him that. Although it might be a little bit too weird for him. That one's a little bit more adult. I don't mean by just more mature subject matter.
Yeah, but I'd seen it by his age.
Yeah. So there you go. Stripes. You show him Stripes.
I've not shown him Stripes yet. I need to.
There you go.
And
go down the Bill Murray classics at some point, right?
Yes.
Just get all those knocked out. So, all right. Well, poop in the pool story. Nice.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that. Let's see. So on my end, I was introduced to a term called the. I think I'm going to butcher it, and I probably have to look it up. But our generation's called like the squeeze generation, or also maybe termed the sandwich generation. Have you heard this before?
I have not.
Okay. We've reached that point in our life where our parents are elderly to the point now where they are relying on us for certain things, and yet we still have children that are young enough that are still relying on us for things. And so we're kind of getting pressure from both sides of our own family versus needing feeling that obligation from whether it's your parents or your in-laws,
Yeah.
Everything is just compressed onto you as the person that, hey, it's my turn, basically.
Yep.
And boy, am I feeling it, man. Boy, am I feeling it. It's just not so much from the kids. The kids are great. They're fine. Emmy just finished her last week of summer camp last week, and she did 2 weeks in a row, which was perfect.
Yeah.
Because then the first thing when she had her first day this week without camp, I was like, you miss camp, don't you? She says, yeah, I do. If we could afford it, we'd probably put her in there all summer long because she could play with her friends.
Yeah.
It's the same school friends from all summer. Or from the school year, sorry. And then I didn't record last night with you because my father-in-law, he's out of town. They're in Alaska. And he's traveling, and so I had to go over and cut the grass and take care of the bills, all that stuff.
Yeah.
Just making sure the house is taken care of. So that took a lot longer than I thought it was going to take because I didn't cut it for a week and a half at that point, I guess. So it just took a lot longer than I thought it would.
Yeah.
In that weather, I waited till the evening time to wait for it to get a little bit cooler with the sun going down a bit, but it didn't matter. It did not matter at all.
No, because it was probably still in the 90s at that point.
Oh yeah, it was awful, man.
Yeah.
So there's that, and then I don't know if you talked to Mikey at all when he stayed with you this weekend for a night, but Marty was in the hospital on Monday.
Oh, I did not hear that.
Yeah, he dehydrated himself to the point where he needed to go get IV fluids. And so he spent the day in the ER, and then they moved him to some other part of the hospital to just get the fluids in him and get some meds.
Yeah.
And he finally today he ate a bowl of rice. Now, mind you, he was in the ER on Monday, and today's like the first day he actually ate something. And if you're to ask me what's wrong with him, your guess is as good as mine. No one can tell us what's wrong. They're waiting on labs to come back and kind of just work through the process of diagnosing it. But it's just the in-law taking care of his stuff. And then I don't know if I need. Here's the story of where it started. I went over there on Sunday just to go check in on him because he had not eaten and he's been having stomach issues. So I was going to make him the Bratz diet, bananas, rice, applesauce, toast. And I was going to make him the rice. And I went to the grocery store, got him some Gatorade, some Pedialyte, anything with some electrolytes because I'm like, Dad, you're dehydrated. You won't drink anything. You need to drink this to help with the problem. And Nope, won't drink it. Won't drink the Pedialyte. Won't drink the Gatorade. He's like, I've never had Gatorade. And I was like, what? Yeah. He's like, I've never had a Gatorade in my life. I don't know how he's the most boring man alive. He's never had Gatorade, dude. If I could get away with it and it wasn't bad for you, I'd love Gatorade all the time. Yeah. It's so much better than water.
Yeah.
But I went over there, cooked for him, took care of some things around the house, whatever he told me to do, just take care of some things. And then I leave. And then he calls me the next day. He goes, I'm trying to go get my prescription, but I can't leave. The car's dead. I was like, oh no. And I feel double guilty because we bought his car from him. So now because we're like, well, he's down, it's a car, he doesn't, and he barely goes anywhere. He's at that age where he goes is to church and the grocery store. That's about all where he goes. Maybe to one of our houses kind of thing. Other than that, he's not really going anywhere. So I go, now I feel guilty, but I was like, okay, car won't start. Let me come on over. I was like, well, what's the problem? He's like, it just won't start. Come here and figure it out. I was like, okay, I'll be over. And I was like, Dad, it's probably the battery. Everything I could tell, it's the battery. So I take the battery out on a Monday. It's already like 8:00 at night. So I take it to the auto parts store. I was like, here, put it on the tester. Give me a call in the morning. Let me know if we need a new battery or what's going on. So at first they put it on, and Jay, this is a 2016 Toyota, okay? Yeah. It's the manufacturer battery in the car. It's the same battery. I was like, how did it last that long?
I know.
That's impossible. That's impossible. That's how little they drove the car, Jay. Yeah. That's how little they went anywhere. They just don't go anywhere.
That's unreal.
So it's unreal, dude. And so I was like, it has to be. There's no way this thing's okay. But when they put it on the tester, they're like, it's fine. It says it's a good battery. And I was like, there's just no way. Call me in the morning. So they let it do its thing overnight, and in the morning, no, hey, it's dead. The battery's dead. It's done for. I was like, I figured. Not a big deal. I'll be in to get one. I call my dad. Hey, Dad, is the battery? I'm gonna go grab it at my lunch break. I'll come over. I'll throw it in the car. But I'll pick up your prescriptions. Don't worry about anything. You'll be fine. So that story. So I go on Monday when I go to check it out, or to go back to the house the next day to go check on the car. I was like, I'll pick up his prescription now. And I get to the pharmacy. The guy's standing at the counter. And I go, hey, man, I just saw the sign. I know I'm about 5 minutes late. Anyway, you can just check me out real quick. He's like, oh, I can't even check you out if I wanted to. The computer's shut down. Like, I can't even get in the. I was like, dude, 5 minutes, man. Come on. I was like, it's not your fault, brother. It's not your fault. Not a big deal. It's all good, man.
Yeah.
So I told Dad, hey, I was 5 minutes late. We'll have to hold off on your prescription for a day. And he's like, it's fine. I was like, oh, okay. So then I go, where am I at? Go get the battery, go throw it in the car. All good. He calls me that night. He goes, I feel so weak. And I go, well, yeah, because you're not eating or drinking, Dad. You're completely dehydrated. You're completely dehydrated. Now, mind you, Jay, this is on Tuesday night, right? I'd already been there that afternoon, right, to go put the battery in. Tuesday, he goes, well, the dog food's out on the patio or on the porch because he gets it delivered. I don't know if you got Chewy's. You ever heard of that? Yeah. I don't know if you guys get your dog through there, but it's a delivery service that brings it through the house. And he goes, I don't think I can bring the dog food in. I was like, Dad, okay, Dad, just drag it. Just pull it up over the one step and leave it in the front. And then when I'm over there next time, I'll empty it. I'll take it wherever you want. He's like, I don't think I can do it. I was like, okay, I will be back tomorrow to go bring your dog food in. And I go, and I had to go pick up the dog food off the porch, bring it into the house. Which it's not a big deal. I would feel the same. I mean, he justified. I'm like, Dad, you're weak because you have not eaten in weeks at this point, and you're not drinking anything. You're dehydrated. He refuses to go to the hospital. Refuses to go to urgent care, do all this stuff. And then I'm like, I'm done. I'm done. You'll figure it out. You're gonna have to figure this out on your own then. And so finally on Monday he went to the hospital with Beth. So it was just I was that term I come up with, just dealing with that, and I'm like that. Like, you know, I feel guilty because it's like, you know, you want to be able to, like, you know, we shouldn't have to pay for a cleaning service. But I'm like, I don't like cleaning my own house.
Yeah.
And I'm busy with my own family. I do my own chores. I'm cleaning my own bathrooms. I'm you know, laundry, all the stuff that everyone does these days. We don't have time to do it for you too. We just don't. We have our own families to take care of. So it's just those things that you're lucky that you live close, but you're also unlucky that you live close, because then you feel the guilt of not doing more. You feel like you need to do more, but it's like taking care of a toddler. You can't do enough, right?
Yeah.
So it's been a week. So, but before we started our podcast, I gave him a call just to say, "Hey, what's up, old man? How we doing?" Well, I'm feeling a little bit better. I ate a bowl of rice. So I was like, okay, that's improvement. You actually ate something. That's good. You're going to feel better. I promise. As soon as if you keep drinking water and keep eating, you will eventually feel better. You will feel even better if you put some electrolytes in your system, because I know you're depleted of that completely. And I'm telling you that Gatorade's nice, tasty. Still won't drink the damn Gatorade.
Of course not.
Won't drink the damn Gatorade. So, yeah, man, I'm just feeling it from all ends in regards to that. And, but hey, so's life. It's just part of it, man.
Yeah.
What's funny is my aunt was in town, his sister, for Izzy and Andy did a joint graduation thing.
Yeah.
Where just celebration of graduating high school and college. And she was in town, and we're kind of just giving her the lowdown. I'm just kind of basically airing the grievances and just giving her, just going, we just did this. We literally just lost Mom. I mean, it hasn't been a year yet since we lost Mom. And it's the same. It felt the exact same. Telling a stubborn person, you're going to go to the hospital if you don't do what you're supposed to do.
Yeah.
And lo and behold, end up in the hospital. And no one can tell him anything. I'm not going to do anything I don't want to do, blah, blah, blah. I was like, we just did this, man. And so she's trying to do what she can to help us kids out, because we're the kids, we're not the parent, right? So she calls him, and he just leans into her, dude, and makes her cry at the party. I was like, oh my God, that's such our family, dude.
Yeah. Well, he's lost his voice of reason, so because he doesn't listen to you guys.
No, God, no. But I don't, and I get that. I respect that, because I'm like, you're a grown man. You're going to do what you want to do. I mean, you changed my diaper. I didn't change yours. Is what I keep telling people.
Yeah.
Who am I to say?
Not yet, at least.
You know what I mean? So it's just like, you know, it is what it is. It's just crazy, dude.
Yeah.
The next day, Jay, he emails my uncle who lives out in Seattle. So it's just the three kids of the, you know, in his family. He lives all the way in Seattle. He emails him preemptively going, do not call me. I don't want to talk to you or her, meaning his sister. I don't want to talk to either one of you two. Leave me alone. It's so, but then my uncle, being a gangster, picks up the phone and goes, you're going to talk to me whether you like it or not, asshole.
That's funny.
And then they hash it out, and finally, so he talked to him on Sunday, and then the next day he finally. Because I'm going to guess he wrote in the riot act going, "It's not fair to the kids that you're doing this to them."
Yeah.
You know, just after dealing with Mom that way. So
see, coming from,
at least I'm thinking he did. So
coming from an Irish family, like the first half all tracks, it's the second half. Like they don't talk, they won't. Like there's no voice of reason for any of them. There's always a feud going on. It's
right.
Yeah.
There's always a feud. I love it.
Like they're siblings that haven't talked in years.
Well, no, you've talked to your brothers though.
No, yeah. Oh, yeah.
But you guys are a different generation. It's just a different generation kind of thing.
But not fully with our family, but yeah.
Yeah, but still.
Yeah, our generation in other parts of the family are like that too. Yeah.
So family drama. So there's the weekly drama. There's car drama. There's a tiny little bit of car, but not really. It's. I'll let you know next week if there's more car drama. Everything's still running. Knock on wood. Here you go. All the cars are running, but it's just a thing. And then we'll go over that next. I don't want to take up too much time going over just nonsense.
Yeah.
It's just, I don't. I think I have a beer upstairs. I do have a Guinness. I think I didn't have anything good to drink. I wanted to go to. We just drove by Narrow Gauge within the last 2 weeks. I wanted to stop by. It was packed, Jay. It was packed.
Yeah.
They're doing really well up here, so I'm happy for them. It makes me nervous every now and then when I drive by and there's no one there. But luckily on a Saturday night, I think it was, maybe around like 6:37, parking lot was packed up. So that was good to see.
Yeah, that's always good to hear.
Yeah.
Well,
so, but what are you drinking tonight?
So I went out and special got this one because of what we're going to talk about. This is from what's the name of it? Maplewood Brewing up in Chicago.
Okay.
And the beer is Super Son of Juice. It's an Imperial IPA. I don't know if you can see the little.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yes.
Nice.
So 10% ABV. This is one of their stovepipes, so it's 19 ounces.
Oh my God. That's a lot, dude.
It is. But
it's not 2x4, so
No.
it's still a lot though.
No.
It's not your traditional 12-ounce can. So
yeah.
but
that's good beer. Really good beer. Hazy IPA. Well,
you're not even
double
drinking it
IPA.
from the can. You put it into a glass. Look
Oh
at
yeah,
you.
I always pour it into the glass.
Well, here's the thing with the Gun Brothers being from St. Louis, you'd think a brewery would try to take advantage of this.
Oh, I know.
Hey James, by the way, here we are in St. Louis. Just throw us a 5-second little tweet or something like that, and we'll give some of the proceeds to some whatever charity you want, to a dog adoption thing. Since
Yeah.
that's such a hot topic right now. We'll give it over to there.
Oh yeah.
But here's the thing, Jay. I was having this thought because I'm dealing with anxiety over AI taking over all of our jobs, right, at some point in life.
Yes.
And then I don't know what we're going to do. We'll have to figure something out. But I was like, you know what? I don't think AI can take over a brewery, right? I mean, they could do the manufacturing of it somehow, but the robots manufacturing the brewery, but we have to come up with the concepts and all that.
Right.
See, if we had a brewery in place, you and I would have had that idea to send James Gunn a tweet of some kind to go, hey, by the way, can we please have your blessing? Something and like get an endorsement from you. How some other company hasn't thought of that, I don't know. Although, how many times a day do you think he gets hit up for shit like that?
Oh, probably a ton. But he seems like he's so active on social media, so who knows?
Yeah, no, for sure. For sure. So, all right, no, so good beer. That's good.
Yeah.
All right, should we just hop right into it then? Speaking of James Gunn?
Well, let's hit the timely news thing first.
Okay. Oh, the time. Yeah,
Yep.
Okay. Go for it.
R.I.P. Hulk Hogan.
The Hulkster, Terry Bollea, passed away at the age of, what was he, 70?
71.
71.
Yeah.
The first thing, you said something to me about the Hulkster. The only thing I said back to you is, how in the world is Ric Flair still alive, but Hulk is gone?
I know.
It's so crazy to me, man.
But then, like, if you just think about, like, all the musicians that passed away and, like, the Rolling Stones are still going.
Yeah. Yeah, right. Ric Flair is the Keith Richards of the wrestling world, basically, is what we're trying to get at.
Yeah.
Oh,
They're two of the four horsemen of the apocalypse.
Right, exactly. So, Hulkster, let's look at it this way. He went downhill pretty hardcore in the last few years just because he decided to get political. He didn't take the Michael Jordan route.
No.
Where Michael Jordan's probably the smartest person of fame that knows how to do this. Basically going, I ain't getting involved. Why do I need to be involved?
Yeah.
I'm too rich and my brand relies on it that I don't get involved. Because why would I manipulate 50% of my customer base?
Yeah. I mean, very early on with the shoes, they're like, the Democratic Party came to him and said, will you endorse us? And he's like, hey, Republicans buy shoes too.
There you go. Exactly. That's the exact point. And so, but pre that, the wrestling industry and Vince McMahon have a lot, like the collaboration of Vince and Hulk is probably what's the most important thing to happen to wrestling. You have to, whether you hate him or like him or adore him, whatever position you take on Hulk Hogan. Let's take the personal side out, take the reality show out of it, take all the stuff on the radio side of things with the Love Sponge nonsense.
Yeah.
Take that away. The wrestling industry owes him a debt of gratitude. They have to, Jay. I don't know if you can. I don't know if the wrestling industry is what it is today without him.
Oh no, 100% it's not. It's just there's two things I always go back to. Like, people complain about his moveset, and that's because WWE limited it because they had a formula they're sticking to. And if you watch his early like Japanese stuff, he could really wrestle.
He's an athlete. He was a big guy that was actually
yeah.
just an athlete. Yeah, he could move.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
But
I mean, well, up to a point. There was a certain point where his back was just done.
Oh,
I mean, but he was still going out there all the time. But that you could just tell his back just couldn't. Well, and his knees. I think his back and his knees both were shot.
yeah, well, probably everything. Just so much stress they put their bodies under.
Yeah.
But you're going to see that everywhere, that he wasn't a great wrestler, and you're going to see what he did for the industry without going into what a vile person he was.
And what's so crazy is that we're not going to get that movie that Hemsworth was supposed to play Hulk, and that maybe this pushes that now, and you add on to the very end.
That's what I'm thinking.
See the whole. You're going to get either a Vince McMahon style Netflix thing, maybe, or do we get a biopic? Like I want an A24 Hulk Hogan movie.
Oh yeah,
that would be great. I think it would be amazing to do that. Do the life and times of Hulk. There's a story there to be told, and people will watch. There'd be a big enough audience for it that for A24 they would make their money back.
Oh, easily. Anything. But I think there's going to be a lot of people surprised with it if they do the full story.
Because all they probably knew was just the wrestling part of it, and not the stuff outside the ring kind of part of it.
Yeah, because when I told Erin today Hulk Hogan passed away, she was like, "Oh man, that really sucks." I'm like, "It does, but it doesn't." And,
it does, but it doesn't.
And she's like, "What do you mean?" And I started going through the stuff, and she's like, "Okay, I can see that. I can see why some people wouldn't care as much."
Yeah, I mean, it was the racist part of it, and regards to saying things.
So I don't know if he
said the things out loud that some people probably like.
Yeah,
was he? I don't know, Jay. It's horrible, but it's like, but he worked. Plenty of black. Yeah, I don't. But whatever. Well, regardless,
he worked, but he wouldn't.
A dark side.
He wouldn't put people over.
There's a lot of people that don't do that.
Yeah, that's true.
And it's sad, and it's really sad.
Yeah.
Because it benefits everybody and helps everybody make money when they do that. Yeah. To be honest with you, but
Andre put him over.
Yeah.
He didn't have to.
Well, no, he didn't have to, but also Andre's body gave out on him too.
Yeah.
He couldn't really do it anymore at that point.
Yeah.
But
I mean, Hogan never really passed the torch like that.
Yeah. Well, true. But
I don't know. Did you see the last thing, like the last picture of him?
No.
I sent it to Erin just like to prove my point. It was him at that, what do they call it? Alligator Alcatraz, one of the detention facilities, holding a flag up, taunting people in the cells.
See, and that's where I was saying he's an idiot.
Yeah.
Because why? What good does it do?
Yeah.
It's not serving any purpose.
For someone that's in an industry that is so worried about how everything looks, he didn't give a crap.
Well, I mean, he was done at that point, right? So I guess at that point he's got all of his money, and he's just going to live life the way he wanted it to, I guess. But it's just like, dude, all you really need to do is show up at cons and sign some stuff, make some of the fans happy, and you'd have been fine, but
for all of Ric Flair's faults, that's what he does.
Yeah. Go to the cons. Go to the cons and sign it. Because, for Ric Flair's faults, from what we know, all he was what anybody expects a really rich guy to do. He was just a womanizer, dude. He just liked women.
Yeah.
He liked booze and he liked women. And I was like, oh, like any rich guy would do. There's no exception at all.
Yeah.
So, yeah, man. It's rest in peace to the Hulkster there. Rest in peace to the Hulkster, but I guess, hey, Terry, goodbye.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just like you can separate the two. That's what's so fascinating about wrestling is they are two different people. It's just what they always say. My wrestling persona was just me, up to 11, right?
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's just it makes me sad because of the fact that it goes, man, we're getting old.
Yeah.
Our time is coming at some point, right? And it's just like, oh. I don't let it come too fast. Don't let it come too fast. But it's just, we had rest in peace to Hulkster. Let's keep it current. Let's rest in peace to Ozzy Osbourne.
Yes.
Which was the same week, right?
Yeah.
Or within a week of each other, right?
A couple days apart.
Did you see the best thing I saw about, and from all intents and purposes, from Ozzy, wonderful human, a gentle
Yes.
soul, from what I could tell. I mean, obviously, he had the persona of I'm the Dark Prince or whatever on the stage, but
Yeah.
off the stage, just a husband, husband and a father, right?
There were some problems he had early on, but I mean, he got past them, and yeah, I mean, the Osbournes
Well,
became
drugs. Yeah, I mean, it was a drug addict.
well, and again, back to the rich guy
Yeah.
traveling everywhere. I mean,
Sure.
I think there was infidelity there too, but they got past it, and
Yeah. But the best thing I saw, it's Ozzy on the top of a table with his arm around Randy Johnson.
yes,
Some guy, what do you say? I wouldn't want, I wouldn't want to be a winged animal in that room. or
yes,
something along
I saw that too. I also saw one today with it was separate pictures of Ozzy and Hogan, and like Hogan couldn't even put over Ozzy for a couple days.
Oh man! Oh, that's on point, dude. That's
Yes.
on point. Well,
100%.
dude.
Yes.
Oh, that's fantastic. Couldn't even put Ozzy over. Oh Lord! So it comes in threes. So did we miss one? There had to be a third one somewhere that we missed, right?
Malcolm Jamal Warner.
There's the third. See,
Yep.
there you go. Theo Huxtable.
Yeah.
All right, there was the third. We knew there was going to be three. So.
Yeah.
And did they? I know that it says accidental drowning. Was he in his own pool? Was he in the ocean? Where was he that he passed? I didn't even follow up on it beyond just hearing that he died. To be honest with you,
I don't know where they were, but they were on a family vacation, and he was in the ocean.
Okay. In the ocean.
Yeah.
Jeez. Drugs or alcohol involved? I guess.
Not that we know of.
Just got caught in a riptide or something.
Maybe. I don't know. Yeah.
Oh, darn. That's sad, man.
Yeah.
That's sad. Ugh. I don't think he had any drama around him.
No.
Right?
No, he
I
didn't.
mean, unless he was connected to Bill and just didn't say anything.
No.
You know what I mean? Maybe that his only sin is being silent
Here,
after seeing what Bill did.
here's the wrong thing that I saw about his death. Like,
Oh God.
Bill Cosby is too busy teaching him how to make drinks instead of swimming.
That's so wrong. Oh man. Wow, Jay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's incredible.
It was.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. So there, we're on topic. We're on current, right? Is
Yeah.
there any other current events that you'd like to cover? Would you like to talk about the Gaza Strip now? Jesus Christ.
We could get into last night's South Park.
I don't have Paramount Plus, so I need to get it so I can watch it because it's. I saw the deal between Parker and Stone, and Paramount Plus, and it's like a $1.5 billion deal, which makes no sense to me because of the amount of episodes. They're not doing the same episode load that they'd done previously.
No, but I mean, they get people talking.
I guess it's for the library. I think it's the fact. But here's the thing, though. The library's still on HBO, and I thought they'd move it over at some point, but I don't know when that ends for HBO to have to move it on over to Paramount.
Yeah, I don't know. I was just able to find it because I went on DirecTV and searched their on demand and found it.
Oh, really? Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, I know it's on Paramount, and good on them from that deal. But my God, South Park's 27 seasons in, right? But it's just like it's almost like buying The Simpsons now.
Yeah.
For the popularity. I mean, I guess people still watch it. Can you tell me the last time you watched a Simpsons episode, a recent one?
Oh God, I couldn't even tell you.
Right.
I mean,
I don't get that.
It's probably been decades since I've watched a new
Right?
Simpsons.
Well, are they 40 seasons in now at this point?
Oh, probably, or closing in on it.
Right. Well, I guess television seasons are a little bit different.
Well, no, they're in the 30s
values,
probably.
right?
I think they started 89.
Oh my gosh. Well, then do you count the Ullman show?
Yeah.
I don't know, but
No, I wouldn't.
yeah, but no, good on them. I've heard. Basically, you said that they replaced Saddam with Trump.
Yes.
Although, man, like I said, it's just so weird that you mentioned this. It's kind of weird how life. I don't know where I just have it on as a background noise thing instead of a podcast. I just have South Park running. And if you ask me, well, why did you decide to do that? I was like, just because it's hilarious and it's usually on point with like. There's always what I always enjoyed about was the message at the end, and they were always just ripping on everything. It didn't matter if it was political or pop culture; it was just ripping on whatever was in at that time. It's just so funny that you mentioned that part. Not but just yesterday, Jay, I watched an episode where, of course, you've seen the movie. It's all about Saddam and Satan, right?
Yeah.
But Saddam, they bring it back, and Satan is with some guy named Gary or something like that. And it's just so funny.
Yeah.
It's so beyond funny. And then they bring Saddam back another few episodes later, where Kenny's dead, and they're trying to build a ladder to heaven to go get Kenny, but they don't. The parents think that they missed their friend, but the only reason why they want to go get Kenny is because he has a raffle ticket for a shopping spree at a candy store. That's the only reason they're going to heaven for it.
That sounds about right.
But it's such a great show. It's
Yeah.
still it's great, and then the writing never gets stale. Nothing's ever. There's not a bad episode. Like I've been fast forward through the Christmas episodes just because I'm not in a Christmas mood. I don't care about and Mr. Hanky. It's like whatever. But getting to go back and watch Tally is hilarious, and it's still good to this day. All of it's still good. It's like almost you're not the biggest Seinfeld, but it's like me if I were to go watch a Seinfeld episode whenever I wanted to. It's just it's always going to be funny no matter what. But, So what made this stand apart so much more so that, like, was it worse than the Saddam stuff they were doing?
Oh yes, much worse. Like my jaw just dropped.
Does Comedy Central still exist?
Yeah, they do, and I mean that's where it aired at, like on regular TV.
Okay.
When that episode ended, my jaw was just on the ground.
Really?
The stuff
because of what they got away with, or because?
Oh yeah.
I mean, it's on cable, so I mean.
Yeah. Oh no! This is like HBO level stuff.
Really?
Yes.
Whoa! So they went way over the top.
Oh yes, they did.
I actually saw something where the White House put something out about it, saying "Whoa," basically going, "Come on, guys." I guess there's like making fun and having fun versus Jesus.
Yeah, they went there.
Whoa. Okay.
Yeah,
well, I'll get around to watching it at some point. Yeah.
First thing this morning, I got a text from a buddy saying South Park came out swinging.
Yeah.
And so I heard someone else talking about it, and I'm like, all right, I'm going to go watch it. And I watched it, and I went back to him. I'm like, that was an understatement.
Holy hell.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, yeah, I'll get around to it. I don't know when.
I'm just going to tell you.
What's so funny, Jay, is I'm going through a rewatch of and I never kept up with it. Like I know I've seen a lot of these episodes, but then I never watched it religiously. Like I don't think I remember ever TiVo'd it or whatever back in the day.
Yeah.
I'm going to date myself with TiVo. But I'm only on season 6, so I've got another 21 seasons to go. But they go by so damn fast. They're super quick episodes, so it's not going to be that bad to get through, I guess. And like I said, if the episode's just not if I don't feel like watching that one, I just skip right through it to go to the next one.
Yeah. So
all right. South.
Try to find it.
I will. Yeah. And if not, what's so funny is like it feels like anytime I want to watch something, it's on Paramount Plus. Paramount Plus seems to have so much good stuff on it.
Yeah.
Although, does Paramount Plus have all the Showtime stuff on it too?
I don't know.
Okay. So I don't know if you have to buy that separate. I don't know if Showtime's its own thing anymore.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because I know Showtime's got some shows on there I want to watch at some point. But yeah. So anywho, all right, let's get on to the main thing that we definitely need to talk about, because it's my fault, my bad.
No, it's good.
Can I explain to you why?
Yeah.
We didn't get around to watching it when I wanted to watch it.
Yeah.
My family is so conditioned by my wife, because she is so particular about things in life, that if the seats that we normally sit in at the theater are not available to sit in, my kids won't even go to that showing. They go, "Can we just wait? We'll just wait till we can get our seats." I was like, "You gotta be kidding me!" Because it's the same row. Okay, there's a certain row Jen likes to, and I go, I don't begrudge her for it, because there's a certain level where she doesn't want to get too far away, because it just feels, she's just like, my eyes aren't that good to sit that far away.
Yeah.
And if she sits too close, there's this glass thing. They have this piece of glass they have there, so that you have to, it's like, well, if you sit in this row though, it's at the perfect level where that glass is not in your eye line. I was like, okay, I get it. I totally get it. Jay, I was like, here's what it was. She likes to sit on the left. Those seats were taken, but there were 5 seats on the right hand of the row. I was like, guys, it's the same row. It's just on the right hand side. Nope, can't do it. Can't do it.
Just suck it up for Dad.
Nope. Oh God, no, can't do that. So it's okay, and I didn't care because no, it was still in the big theater, and it wasn't it was still packed theater though, man. It still packed, but it's sounding like from what I heard online, and I haven't checked the numbers. Is this one going to do worse than Man of Steel though? Still,
I don't know. So I know what's hurting it is the international box office because of the view of America right now in the traditional Superman as a sign of the United States.
Gotcha. Totally get it. So I'm guessing. So basically, what you're saying is the Chinese box office isn't there.
Yeah. So opening weekend, I think it made 123 million in the U.S. and like right around 200 million worldwide.
Gotcha.
So
I think
a lot
we
of
also need to. Sorry, go ahead.
The Marvel movies are usually flipped, where it's a good number in the U.S., but the worldwide number is so much bigger.
Yeah. Well, and then we'll find out from Fantastic Four that's still true.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I think you also need to we also need to start accepting whether that's an excuse or not. I don't know if we want to say it's an excuse, but it's just the way that it is one, even though they say that the jobs numbers are good, I don't think they're as good as what they present them to be.
Yeah.
And the dollar is still not, even though they're saying inflation is down, it's just because it's not going up as fast as what I think it is. And
Yeah.
money's still tight for everybody. Money's still an issue, and it's just post-COVID. People are still taking that approach of, why am I going to go to a theater to pay the prices for the tickets, pay the prices for the concessions, and also have to deal with a crowd? And it's a roll the dice every time you go to a theater. At least, not for you so much because of no one going to your theater, but
Yeah.
for a normal typical movie, you don't know if you're ever going to get one of those showings where you got idiots in the crowd talking, making noise, phones on, just making it where it's not as enjoyable as you would say, hey, I spent all this money and they're now impacting my ability to enjoy this experience.
Yeah.
I think that has to play into the fact that maybe the $1 billion box office is just not going to be a thing anymore. And they're going to have to get better about their budgets on their movies.
Yeah.
And make them lower so that they're more profitable. They're just going to have to, which is why when they had the Feige State of Affairs, which we need to look that up, which two things. Comic-Con happened, I think, this past weekend, did it not?
No, it just started.
Oh, it just started.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. So Comic-Con's going on.
Yep.
And there was a State of the Union address by Feige.
Yes.
I don't know if you put down any notes or pulled that up or anything like that to talk about.
I've got a few here.
I mean, obviously he addressed the, hey, there's going to be an Iron Man, there's going to be a Cap, but it's just going to be different actors. Because you know why it's going to be? Because they're going to get them cheaper. They have to.
Yeah.
In order to start getting the budgets down on these movies.
Well, and those are two proven characters at the box office. So why shelve them because the actors got too expensive and you killed the characters?
Yeah.
I mean, comic book fans know no one stays dead but Uncle Ben.
Yeah. So, it's just they're gonna have to do better. But let's get your full on. I think we're past the. We can do spoilers.
Yeah.
Why not? No one listens anyway. But yeah, no. Do your spoiler review and tell me what you thought about it.
I loved it. It's probably my favorite Superman movie. I feel the cast did awesome. I think he bounced everything right. I had a couple small issues, but they really didn't impact my enjoyment a whole lot. So I walked out very happy, and I've been watching James Gunn interviews and cast stuff ever since.
Out of 5 stars, what do you give it?
I'd probably give it 5.
5 out of 5. So you really enjoyed it, and that's coming from a non-Superman fan, to be honest with you. At least not a comic fan.
This made Superman more relatable than anything else I've really seen.
Okay. Yeah. Let me break this down. Let's go over this a little bit by a little bit in regards to. I need to see it again. Because I spent a lot of the movie needing to go to the bathroom and I refused to go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
I held my pee a long time for that movie. Dude. Because here's a big gripe. You want another gripe about the movie? The problem with the movie industry is I don't need my movie to start 30 minutes after the start time.
Yes.
That's a big gripe for me right now. That's ridiculous.
And when you're
so
talking
dumb.
about movies that are already 2+ hours.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
When we go to the movie, I'm figuring we're going to be there for 3 hours.
Yeah. And I just need to get used to, like, I do like watching the trailers.
Yeah.
But I need to get my timing better where we're missing a lot of the commercials and then we get there for the trailers. And
Yeah.
so about 15 minutes. I probably get there 15 minutes later than I think we need to be there by.
Well, with so many
but that's-
theaters having reserved seats now, it's not like you have to get there early to find your
Sure.
seat.
But I also don't like the people that come in like as soon as the movie's starting and they can't see what they're doing. They pull out their cell phone and
Yep.
turn the flashlight on so they can see what they're doing. That's no. That's a big no to me.
Yeah.
So David Cornsweet as Superman. I love him. I
Yeah.
think he's great.
Yeah.
But I also love Henry Cavill.
Yep.
And if you were to go, you have to pick one over the other. I can't. I'm not at this point. I can't because I need to let Cornsweet have a few more goes at the character first.
Yeah.
And I'd say anyone that says otherwise, you're going off a recency bias, or you just weren't a fan of Snyder's depiction, and you just for some reason people I think just hate Snyder just to hate Snyder. They think it's popular and it's fun to hate him.
Yeah.
And the thing I liked best about this movie was I got the opportunity to speak to my daughters about, because they're like, well, hey, that wasn't Superman. And I go, we're talking about that. We get to talk about how about the actors changed.
Yeah.
And then I go, you have to think about this like it's a comic book. And I had to tell them, guys, when there's a comic book, there's not one writer that writes every single issue. Now, there's some that go on and they write a lot of issues. They'll write 130 issues of it. When I tell them, now think about it, guys, a comic book comes out once a month, usually.
Yeah.
Sometimes they're bi-weekly ones, right? But typically, once a month if it's any good. I don't like bi-weekly writing, to be honest with you, because I think it pushes the artist too hard.
Yeah.
And they had to rush and it turns into a worse product. That's just me, though. So when you think about 100 and let's just use 120, that's 10 years of someone's life of writing that book. So, and I also tell them now, mind you, they're not always writing just that character. They write a lot. They write different ones.
Mm-hmm.
But their interpretation, there's going to be different artists. And so how Superman looks in each comic book is going to be different because everybody draws differently. The colors are going to be different. They might have more of a manga style. They might have more of a modern style. They might try to do a retro style.
Yeah.
Because depending on what book you pull and what artist you pull, it could look completely different. So you're going to get a different tone. You're going to get a different color scheme. You're going to get, because when you look at Snyder's, it's darks, it's gray, it's the color tone isn't bright. This one, it's a James Gunn movie. It's bright.
Yeah.
It's 70s. It's disco in your face is how I like to kind of look at it. It's like a disco ball in your face with all those colors popping at you.
Yeah. So like if they don't know comics, so this wouldn't make much sense to them. But like Snyder's version is like a Frank Miller comic. Mm-hmm. James Gunn is more like anybody else.
Just about anybody else, right?
Yeah.
No, I mean as far as just the color scheme of it, I was just thinking of a colorful X-Men book, just because X-Men seems to be very colorful.
Like a Jim Lee book.
Sure. Yep. There you go. Pops off the page.
Yep.
Pops complete. But the thing about Jim Lee, what makes him such a great artist, he can do both styles.
He can.
He can make you a dark book, but he can also make you one that's really bright. But it's also the colorist that helps with that.
Oh,
so,
yeah.
And I go, so when you get a different writer in there, they're going to give you a different tone of a book as far as the tone of it. The different plot, obviously, is going to be different all the time.
Yeah.
And so what's enjoyable about these movies is, and what you and I talk about is, even if you don't like it, you might find something within it that you do enjoy about it.
Oh, yeah.
And like in particular, this one, you might like the humor. Maybe the humor in this one worked better for you than the other one. Maybe that was humorless. Maybe the action was better in this one versus that. It all depends, and as far as the portrayal of Clark, what I enjoyed much, much more about this one than the Snyderverse version of it, or even the Christopher Reeve version than it, because I'll pull that into this as well. And even the TV shows. This harkened back. I haven't had so much fun enjoying the back and forth or the relationship between Lois and Clark as much as this one.
Oh, yeah.
I will give Smallville was right there with it. And maybe Smallville's different because it's just a different phase of life that they're at.
Right.
You got to see a teenage love or a young love versus a more established, mature type of love. So that was what different.
And that was all Clark. I mean, you didn't have Superman until the last season.
Mm-hmm. Correct. Yep. So I really enjoyed that. I think she's just, I think I got just as Lois.
Yeah.
She's just the comic version of Lois.
Oh yeah.
Amy Adams is a fantastic actress. She's an Oscar level actress, but just as Lois, it just felt different, which is okay. I'm okay with it.
It was
I didn't
Amy
dislike
Adams.
her, but this was just not her. She didn't have the same look. This one had she had
Yeah.
the eyes, the hair, the smile, the attitude, everything. Everything was Lois about her.
I felt like Amy Adams was Amy Adams playing Lois.
I can hear, I get that. I can get that criticism. Absolutely.
Yeah, this one was Lois. You got that feel of it.
I think the best part about the conversation that we're having was you don't need to say, well, I liked this version better than that version. You don't have to.
No.
It's just what speaks to you more. Which one did you could just go, this one, the reason why I like this one more is because, I was just in the mood for that one. But maybe tomorrow I'll be in the mood for a darker version of Superman, or I'll be in a mood of the best part I liked about sharing this was I got to tell them about the Brandon Routh Superman, where I go, not a single punch was thrown, and they go, Tammy goes, how can you have a Superman movie and he doesn't punch anybody? I was like, that's the point.
Yeah. I brought that up with Aaron, and Aaron's like, I don't even remember that movie. I was like, we went to the theaters and saw it.
Well, here's the thing, though, Jay. Here's the thing. What I just said. When I was able to explain to them, I was like, guys, you might not have liked it, but there was a scene where Superman was taking bullets off his chest, and all of a sudden we get to see the one bullet go off his eye, not even blinking, and the bullet shatters. And the kid's like, that sounds so cool. I was like, yeah. And I go, you didn't get to see the airplane being caught and the ripples of the airplane going up through it, and he caught an airplane. We'd never seen that on film and that big of a scale before. So it's like, so even with one of the, I'm not going to say the worst one, but the one that's not beloved by just about anybody. And I love Brandon Routh. I think the guy got a bad rap. Again, Henry Cavill and him can go have a beer together and go, we got screwed over by DC.
Yeah.
And so I was like, even if you didn't like it, there's some cool things to take from it. So there's that.
Yeah.
So I like Corn Sweat. I liked her as Lois.
Yeah.
Whatever her name is. Roshnan or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know. Lois. She'll be Lois forever.
Yeah.
The music was spot on. Crypto was fun.
Yeah.
The villains were good, except I don't know if I liked Nicholas. Like, is he Jesse Eisenberg, good or bad? There was things I liked about Eisenberg. There was things I hated about Eisenberg. Right?
Yeah.
Holt was fine. I think the issue was we need more movies with these characters to really get into them, because that's what I think the biggest critique I have was, I get that this wasn't an origin. We're jumping right into a story, and we're going to kind of grow with them as we go. Like, for example, one of the things I didn't like, I liked Paul Kent, couldn't stand Ma Kent. The portrayal they had of Ma Kent was a country bumpkin that didn't have 2 brain cells in her head box, dude. I'm telling you, I was infuriated by that portrayal of Ma Kent. Now, mind you, but that's okay. That's okay.
Yeah.
It doesn't make me say the movie's bad because of that. It's just a different interpretation. And I get it.
That didn't bother me, though, because I could see that. Like, going to Indiana in a small town, you see that more often. A small farming town. It's pretty common. So I felt it felt more in line with like real life than anything we've seen of
but there's
the kids before.
That's the problem, Jay. That's the problem there.
It's not
You're
real
gonna say
life.
it's grounded. You're not allowed to be grounded in this. This was supposed to be the non-grounded Superman. Snyder's supposed to be grounded. Nolan versus grounded. The Snyderverse is just a continuation of the Nolan verse.
Yeah.
It's just a rollover of that. And then this was a departure from that, because that was the big gripe. It's too dark. It's too grounded. This is not a comic book. We're going to put some color, and we're going to make it comic booky, and we're going to make it a little bit more popcorny.
Yeah.
Which is fine. I think you found your happy medium. You found your happy balance where we're not going so corny and popcorny that it's a freaking Schumacher movie.
Right.
That this is more. It's taking it more serious, but it's not so serious that we're saying we're in a real country where he took Israel and Palestine and just called them badab instead. So he used real life stuff, which all comic writers do.
Yeah.
He did what a comic writer did. And I'm sorry, but in the comic, Ma Kent is not a bumpkin. She's not an idiot. She's a strong woman that at
Yeah.
some point is a single mother still trying to take care of Clark and at that point in his adult life, trying to be
Yeah.
there for him. Depending on which writer is Jonathan still there or not, kind of thing. And I thought there was just more humanity to the Paul Kent, which that's the whole point of Paul Kent is this humanity and
Right.
being Clark's biggest champion, because to them he's Clark, right?
Yep.
Superman's the mask, and so I just had a big problem with that portrayal. But again, we're nitpicking at that point.
Right.
And it's Ma Kent, who was on screen for maybe 2 minutes
Yeah.
at the most. And there's in that scene between Paul and Clark on the bench, again, barely on screen, except for the part where James Gunn just knows what he's doing. And he does, when he has the robots, fixing up Clark at the very end.
Yeah.
Right? He goes, put on his parents. It makes him feel better.
Yes.
And it's the montage of the parents. And that James Gunn, thank you, because
Yes.
he gets it. He gets
does.
the character. He gets it, and maybe that's what Snyder was missing from his a little bit. Although Kevin Costner is by far a superior Paul Kent in the sense of he portrays the, strong, stoic Paul Kent side of things.
Right.
In regards to that, where this version, I don't remember his name, but you just know him. You've seen him in everything. He's just that kind of character actor.
Yeah.
He's the softer side. If you could find an amalgamation of both and kind of blend them together, you got the perfect Paul Kent, right?
Yeah.
But again, different writers for different characters. So, I don't know. I don't want to play the game of, well, this is what I liked about Man of Steel, and this is why I still think it's a great movie versus this one. I think this one's better. I don't want to say one's better than the other, because I really do enjoy both on the same level.
Yeah.
Although I've used the term master, again, you can disagree with me all you want. I still think Man of Steel is a masterpiece. And if I sat with this one as long as I sat with Man of Steel, because look how much time we've had with Man of Steel. We've gotten to grow with it. We've gotten to have multiple viewings. I haven't had time to grow with this one yet.
And
the Corn Sweat kid is great.
Yeah.
He's a great Clark, and I hope they get to stick with this for a while. My fear is that if we don't hit that $1 billion mark, does Warner Brothers go, well, we tried, it's not going to work, we'll try this again in another 5 years with somebody else, with somebody else's vision? Or do we at least get to Justice League? Are they going to let him get all the way through Justice League with this one, so he'll at least get 2 appearances, I guess?
I think they will. I think we'll see him more often. I think they really need to reevaluate what they consider a success.
Yeah.
Because, I see it hard to be another $1 billion movie. We'll find out next year with Avengers.
Was Endgame post-COVID, pre-COVID, right in the middle of COVID? I thought it wasn't Spider-Man.
I think it was
No Way Home. Wasn't that like right in the middle of COVID? And like when people were going back to theaters, or like
Endgame was 2019.
Okay, so pre-COVID.
Pre-COVID.
What? Because COVID's March 2020 is what we're saying.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Just about. So, I think you need to start having your expectations be pre-COVID, and it sucks and it's sad that we have to even say the word. If I could get through the rest of our lives today without ever saying that word ever again.
Oh no.
Right.
Yeah.
But it's true. It's just true that people just don't go out anymore, and they're just not gonna, or if they're gonna go, they're not gonna tolerate mediocrity.
Yeah.
They're not gonna tolerate anything that's gonna, get in their way of a good time. And there's a lot of, it's so sad I'm saying this.
Yeah.
And tell me if I'm way off base. There is risk to going to a movie theater these days. There is risk to it. Not only that, it depends on which theater you go to. Because if you go to the wrong side of town, you might have some crazy kid come in there and shoot gel pellets at you thinking your family's about to get shot. That's something you have to think about these days.
Yeah, but we had that pre-COVID too. Because, look at Dark Knight with the
I know.
in Denver.
But that's my whole point, is that you still have to think about that. And so my point is, does that get factored into this equation of TVs are so good at home, 4K is amazing to look at, screens are huge. You can buy a 80-inch TV at Costco for $1,000 now, it seems like, which $1,000 today is like what $500, $300 was back in the day. You know what I mean? Based on inflation. So
you also have movies available sooner too.
Oh, so soon. So ridiculously soon.
Because it's 30, 60 days they're out on streaming.
Well, because you don't get that where they're producing so many movies now. There's so much content.
Yeah.
And then what they were hoping for is you had your box office and then you had your DVD sales.
Yep.
And the thing is, there's no such thing as DVD sales. They don't want you to have physical copies anymore
Yeah.
because they want you to continuously stream and pay for the rights to be able to see that movie for so long. Or you can still buy the digital version, I guess. But people go, well, why am I going to pay $20 when it'll just be on streaming on something I already pay for to watch something else nowadays?
And if you want to see it bad enough, you wait 30 days and rent it for $20.
Yeah.
Which, if you have a family,
cheaper.
if you have a family of 5, that's cheap.
Yeah, still cheaper than going to the theater. So I agree. The problem is, can Hollywood make that adjustment?
Yeah.
Are they able to make that adjustment with how expensive everything is? Or are they going to go back to the time when we're not going to get that many movies anymore? Except maybe during the summer, and hold off on the good ones and have your big summer releases. Because I turned to Jen, the first thing I said is, I need that AMC Plus thing where you can watch like 3 movies a week right now.
Yeah.
Because now's the time of year, but I don't need it all year long because there's not just something I want to go see all year long. And at least theater worthy to get, the whole family to go and all that stuff. But
so here, I pulled up Avatar: Way of Water. That made $2.3 billion in 2021.
Okay.
So the $1 billion movie is still possible, but I think it's got to be tied to something that people know is going to be groundbreaking.
I think and I think that you get a lot of the foreign market on that one.
Yes.
You're going to get a lot of the foreign market.
Domestically it made $684 million. It made $1.6 billion overseas.
And I think people were hoping to see something new, and then they saw it and they go, oh, we didn't get anything new.
Yeah.
We didn't get anything that would make this special to see, right?
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I hope the expectations get adjusted so that we don't have to go through this cycle over and over again of, new creative team, new Superman, because of course everyone that comes in wants their own stamp and they're going to cast their own people that they want to do it.
Yeah.
But back to the movie, Engineer was okay.
And it
Nathan
sounds
Fillion,
like, Engineer, I don't know if we're going to get her anymore, because originally The Authority was supposed to be one of the spin-off movies that we're going to do later on in this phase, and it sounds like that one's dead.
Oh, Authority's already dead?
Yeah. So
wow.
he said a movie they were planning on was not going to be made.
Okay.
But then they listed some of the ones that were still going to be made, and this one was not mentioned. So I chalk that up as being one of them that they couldn't get. But it's come out since then that Swamp Thing isn't happening. So maybe that was the one he was talking about.
Swamp Thing. See, and I'm guessing maybe they said, hey, James, if this makes X amount of dollars, we'll let you be able to make those things that might not make as much money.
Well, but he said they couldn't find a script that worked.
Yeah. Well, he could say whatever he wants to say.
True.
It's all about the money.
Yeah.
It's all about money, dude.
Yeah.
So, but back to the film.
Yeah.
Engineer was great.
Yes.
She was not great, but she was fine.
Yeah.
I'm still up in the air about Nick Holt as Lex. It was interesting. And then the Ultraman, I think that might have only been a surprise for people that weren't familiar with who Ultraman was. I mean,
so
I wasn't knocked off my side. I was like, well, yeah, duh. That's what it's going to be.
So on Lex real quick, I really liked him. I thought he conveyed a lot more humanity to the character and didn't make him kind of corny like Gene Hackman's version. Mm-hmm. He was kind of in between the Gene Hackman and the Jesse Eisenberg, where he got aspects of both. And as Kevin Smith and Mark Bernardin pointed out, it wasn't all about real estate.
Exactly. Thank God. Thank God. So we got that. That's what was nice. At least we got that change.
But what happened for me was at the end of the movie where he was almost in tears talking about how Superman's humanity and how he's an alien and he's just trying to help humanity. And like when he's near tears saying that, like how much he believed he was doing the right thing. That sold it for me.
Oh, even with the debate with Lois during the interview.
Yeah.
Oh, because the preview was just, it didn't capture, it was out of context completely.
Yeah.
And it was great. He was great in that scene. Yes, I mean, that was your pinnacle of the movie, was that speech from Superman to Lex.
Yeah.
I still think Rosenbaum's probably better. I'll give it. And Rosenbaum was in the movie, by the way. He was one of the Raptors.
Yes.
I don't know if you knew that.
I did know. I did see that.
So I'm happy that, again, maybe not my favorite. again, I need to let it live with me a little bit longer.
Yeah.
I need to try it again. Initial reaction though, I go, he's fine. Nothing. He was better than Eisenberg.
Yeah.
I'll give you that. So,
I really enjoyed him in the role.
Hawk Girl. The Hawk scream kind of got on my nerves a little bit. She didn't need to do that.
Yeah. Maybe it's too soon after like having Hawkman and Black Adam. Maybe they should have picked a different character.
It was like whatever,
Yeah.
I think they're going maybe for the animated series, trying to pull on that a little bit.
Yeah.
I'll go to Mr. Terrific next.
God.
You enjoyed him a lot.
I did. I enjoyed him a lot.
I enjoyed him, but I think God, he played it so not how I've from a comic version though. I just don't get that take from because his character, the fair play, that's all about a wrestler and about having some. And I'm not going to use the Arrowverse as a different kind of. What's the word I'm looking for? Just an opposite of the way he portrayed him, but maybe meeting somewhere in the middle. He was just so stoic and just so flat.
But see, that's how I've always seen him in the comic. He's just very matter of fact.
A little bit of the tism, a little bit autistic is what I ought to get. Because I was like, man, there's supposed to be a little bit of humor, but man, his humor just felt. I enjoyed him, and I enjoyed his intellect, and I love the T-spheres. The T-spheres. All James Gunn did was took the Yondu arrow scene and replaced it with the sphere scene.
Yes.
That's all he did. He's been there, done that. And I'm not complaining. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, it still looked amazing.
It did. So I liked him. But of all the Justice King, Nathan Fillion, the guy's a national treasure.
He is.
Guy Gardner was so good. And when he did the middle fingers with the tanks, dude.
Will was laughing out loud so hard when that happened.
They had to wait for sorry guys, Soups couldn't make it, but you got an upgrade or something like that. I was like, yes, that's so Gardner.
It is.
He gets the character, and thank God he's going to be in Lanterns too. He's going to be in Lanterns.
Yes, he is.
You'll get all three. You'll get the original three.
He's also said that he's never dropped the F-bomb as much as he had in Lanterns.
Nice.
Yes.
So I mean, Gardner was great, and seeing Green Lantern finally just get some respect in regards to how powerful that ring is and how powerful these guys are. And just basically staying toe to toe with Superman, just going bring it. I was like, dude, you do not want to do that.
Yeah.
But I'm glad we didn't have to go through the origin story. We didn't need that.
Yeah.
I didn't have any issues with that.
Okay.
But seeing the very first development of the Lois and Clark relationship, that was cool to see. I thought that was great. Overall, I don't think I'll give it a 5 because I need to see it again. I really do need to see it again, and I did enjoy it. I loved Crypto. Corn Sweat he was really good. He was really, really good. The plot was excellent. A little on the nose with current events. So I'm wondering, will that age well or not? We'll find out as time unravels here.
Yeah.
But it's always it'll age well in the sense that Superman, like you said, is for humanity. He doesn't care. I just want there to not be. I don't want anyone to die. I don't care which side you're on. I don't want anyone to die because he wants to see the best in people.
Yeah. Did you enjoy Millie Adcock showing up at the end?
I enjoyed she showed up at the end. I was like, it was very James Gunn-y with what she said to him.
Yeah.
But it makes me go, we'll see how she does with her own film. We'll see how it goes.
So my family walked down like, I don't like that Supergirl because they're used to Melissa Benoist on the TV show, and I'm like, well, if you know the source material, what he's pulling from, it's really accurate.
Yeah, which I need. How did someone put it? I don't remember who it was. But someone just goes, the version she's pulling off is, we've all been there. We've all been there when you've been a hot mess in your life.
Yep.
And that's kind of where it's pulling from.
Yeah.
I probably give it a 4. I give it a 4 out of 5 at this point. I'm not gonna do. I maybe already have, but I'm not gonna sit here and go, well, this was what was better about Man of Steel, and this was what was worse, or this was better about this Superman, and this is where Man of Steel failed. Not gonna do that. Not gonna do the whole Snyderverse versus Gunverse, because we still gotta wait for the Gunverse to.
Yeah.
This is just number one, guys, right? And let's
Yeah.
let it grow. I need to see it again. It's one of those where you got to be able to see it again, because here's the thing: it was a longer movie, but it felt like it went by fast, and it felt like we did not get enough character development for all the guys involved. I needed more Mr. Terrific. I would have loved more of Guy Gardner. I needed more Jimmy.
More of the Daily Planet.
Perry, you got one of the. I love Wendell Pierce. I love him. He's amazing, and I love him. Or what, as Perry White.
Yeah.
Screen time, maybe 5 minutes, maybe not even that.
Yeah,
not even that.
And that was one of my two gripes I had, was they didn't develop the characters enough, and a lot of it felt like I heard it described as a bunch of TikToks thrown together. Because it jumped from thing to thing to thing so quickly. It never developed a full story for any bit of it.
And I don't think he pulled it off. Do that. Well, but he didn't need to do that unless he felt like this is going to be my only shot, and I want to get everybody in. Yeah. And I want to get in on my. And that stinks that you have to worry about that and think that way as as an artist and a creator of this, because fine. If you had a 4-hour movie, split it in two and give me part 1, give me part 2, or give me a 3-hour movie. You think I'm going to complain about a 3-hour Superman? I'm not.
No.
Maybe the general audience, and then of course you're going to have the studio go, well, I can't let kids sit. Kids aren't going to sit through a 3-hour movie, and I need to be able to sell toys too.
Yeah,
right. I got to sell Legos and toys.
Yep.
So, I mean, I get that, but it's like you said, too many fast clips, and Perry should have been way bigger. You have an actor of his caliber, which maybe you could say the same about Lawrence Fishburne's, portrayal, because he just wasn't in it all that much either.
No, he wasn't.
But the Daily Planet's such a big deal.
Yeah.
And it just feels like it needed to be a bigger deal. I don't know. I don't know.
So my other issue, the Kryptonian parents.
Okay, yeah.
I did not like the idea that they sent him there to rule the planet and have a harem.
Yeah.
Because that goes against everything we've ever known about them.
Well, did we get confirmation? See, I need to watch it again. Is that really what they decoded it as, or was that
Mr. Terrific said, it's legit.
Okay, all right.
And I get that they're trying to say, yes, the humanity of him came out with the Kents, and he doesn't want to be that way. But, man, Jor-El was such a pure character. He was trying to save Krypton by sending Clark away. Like, everything he was doing was trying to be doing the right thing for everybody.
Yep.
And then it kind of takes from the legacy a little bit. And I don't know if that's something he's going to draw on in the future. And James Gunn has come out and said, what they said in the video was what he was meaning for them to say.
Okay. And maybe they address that later on.
Yeah.
Like you said, and somehow, some way, maybe. It's interesting because that's such a different case. But here you go. He's a different writer.
Yeah.
With a different take. And I don't need the cookie cutter. This is how Jor-El's going to be. Yeah. And that's the end all be all. Because, I mean, you didn't really get Jor-El in Smallville, but Jor-El was a dick as a computer simulation, basically.
Yeah.
And then Russell Crowe, I mean, his has been the best portrayal so far, in my opinion. Because, I mean, the Marlon Brando, he kind of phoned it in, right?
Oh, yeah. Definitely did. But I keep thinking, like, that was more Zod than Jor-El.
Yeah, you're not wrong. Yeah. No.
And so that's what really bothered me about it. So, like, if they're going to do...
where we go next? Is that where we're going next, is Zod?
I think
that's the natural progression, right?
If
he's going to follow the Reeve formula, I would hope not, because let's not be a follow the footprint.
Yeah, I mean we've gotten 2 versions of Zod, so
if we're going gun, let's go weird. Let's get Misaplex in here, or how you pronounce it. Let's get him in here somehow, just a nod. Give me the weird.
It's
the
pretty much
Toymaker or Toymaster, whatever. Yeah, Toymaker or Master. I can't
remember. The imp in the movie was pretty much confirmed not to be Mixelplick or Batmite.
Yeah. Give me something. Give me something, dude. That's just a little bit weirder.
Yeah.
Parasite. You go Parasite.
Parasite would be great. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cyborg Superman.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
There's a lot of ways they could go. I mean, we haven't gotten to see a real Brainiac.
There you go. Yeah, get a Brainiac in there. Which All right, but we didn't even give him 2 seconds. What do we think about Soho Hank? What did we feel about Soho?
I liked Metamorpho. He's such a weird character, but I think they played him perfect for the movie.
I think it was, yeah, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the portrayal and everything. But it felt like we're squeezing a lot of characters, man, because it felt like, oh, if I don't get them in now, am I ever going to be able to do it again?
Yeah.
Because if we're already canceling Swamp Thing, we're already canceling Authority.
Yeah. But we were worried about how many characters were going to be in it. I think he balanced it really well. Yeah. You got just enough from all of them to be happy with just
got enough to be just happy, but man, I needed more. I needed more. Even Lois felt rushed. I didn't get enough Lois on screen in certain points. I didn't feel like she got enough screen. Jimmy, all I wanted, Jay, was the watch. Give me one thing with the watch.
Yeah.
But they didn't even give me that. Like Eve was okay.
Yeah.
The character of Eve. That was cool. That was a little bit. That was a cool way of.
It was very clever to have her as being like the foil for the whole thing.
Right. Yeah. But yeah, let's let it breathe. Let's let it come out. We'll rewatch it once it hits streaming because it won't take very long, I think, to hit streaming.
Yeah. All right. So, as huge Marvel movie fans, what did you think of the post-credit scenes?
Didn't make it to the second one.
You didn't. You didn't miss anything.
I had to go to the bathroom, dude.
Yeah.
I saw him sitting there with Crypto. I saw that where he was sitting there with Crypto. What am I supposed to pull from that?
Nothing.
Just a scene. Okay, that's what I thought.
So
it was just
James Gunn has been in interviews and said he didn't want to do that in the DC universe because he felt hamstrung by Marvel doing it. Mm-hmm. He's like, I don't want Thor in a Guardians of the Galaxy movie.
Gotcha.
And that was, that was a post-credit scene. He went off with the Guardians, so they adjusted in Love and Thunder. He also said he really didn't want to do Adam Warlock. He loves Adam Warlock as a character, but he didn't feel like he fit naturally in Guardians of the Galaxy 3.
Yeah. He worked fine.
Yeah.
No, Brody told me that the second post credit was actually really funny. It was just a funny thing that they did.
Yeah.
About like something about the building not being level or something like that.
Yeah. Clark or Superman's looking at the building. Mr. Terrific walks up and he's just like, it doesn't line up. And he's like, "Oh, I'm sorry. Do you want me to try it again?" Or he was very upset that they didn't line up the parts of the planet correctly where it split apart. Yeah. So it was funny, but I mean, it didn't add anything. Yeah. So my kids are conditioned to be like, this is setting up the next thing. And when we walked out of it, Will's like, that was so dumb. That did nothing to prepare us for what's coming. I'm like, they don't have to. Yeah. He just wanted a fun little scene there at the end. He's like, that and How to Train Your Dragon. Neither one of those meant anything with the post-credit scene.
I'm trying to remember. How to Train Your Dragon? What was the post-credit on How to Train Your Dragon?
It was nothing important. I think it was him with the Book of Dragons or something.
See, I don't remember that.
Yeah, I don't remember exactly either. I didn't see it 4 times like he did.
I don't think we stayed for one because I don't think that we expected one. To be honest with you, I don't even remember.
It's force of habit now. We stay all the way until the end of the credits. Yeah,
but no, I'm glad we eventually got to go see it. Sorry we had to wait to talk about it. But it's good.
Yeah,
I love the different interpretation. I love the color. I really, really like the color of it.
Yeah.
And then the only thing I was worried I might hear was just going, this is how you do a Superman movie. And then I go, one of the biggest critiques I had to deal with people online in regards to Man of Steel is like, oh, this is just what is it? What's the term they use with all the destruction of all the buildings and with the big Zod fight at the end?
Yeah, I know.
Whatever term they used, it doesn't matter because I go. So wait, when Gunn does it, it's okay because they completely with the kanji or not
they
the kanji,
ripped the city in half.
They destroyed the city.
Yeah,
completely destroyed the city, and I was like, what's the difference? And I go, guy, it's a comic. It's not real.
Yeah.
None of this is real. The whole point is to try to show off how much power this being has. And
what we saw with Snyder too, that set up the next movie because then you start out the next movie with Bruce Wayne in Metropolis, trying to help people through all that.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So I mean, he had enough sight to like see what was going on in the future to do that. And that was a Superman origin story. Superman, like people complained about Superman killing Zod. Superman killed Zod to save people, and they reinforced his idea of I don't want to kill anybody. Right, so it made sense. That sets the whole mythos.
But he was
forward.
also way early in his
yeah,
quote unquote career as Superman. Where in this one he's at least 3 years in. I think is what it was.
Yeah.
Now here's where this one supersedes any Superman thing I've ever seen. Was when he did the heat vision, but turned into a freaking blender. It just, oh my god, that was so cool.
That was
just stuff like. I just think this one did really well as far as utilizing his superpowers, the speed, his strength. Because I just watched a clip today from that just happened on a reel, where it's Supes versus Darkseid, where he's giving a little bit of a tiny little monologue before they go into the fight, where he goes, "You have no idea what it's like to be me on this planet, where I have to take so much caution. Every step I take, everything I touch, I have to be very careful because I can't unleash my full power, because if I do, I'll destroy this entire planet. But with you, I don't have to hold back." And he just wham, right cross and sends him flying through like 4 buildings. I'm like, that's why I don't want any creator, and I really want James Gunn to really lean into this in the next film with Superman in it. Unleash Superman. Let's see.
Yeah,
he's the most. Anytime you see these videos I send you now, which I can't get enough of them, are these gauntlets or who would beat who and everything else. The whole point of Superman is to go, he's the best of us in every way. And not he's the model, so he's the big blue Boy Scout, which I don't know if you caught that. He never cursed. He was like, dang, and dude, being really, really, modest in his language, which I was like, it's the whole Captain America joke, right?
Language.
And so, exactly. So you got to catch that, and I'm like, lean into how strong this guy is. Lean into going there. If he okay, Doomsday killed him, but then he comes back and he kills he beats Doomsday when he comes back. This guy is the most powerful. He can't die. He is basically a god. Lean into how powerful this guy is. More speed, more powers. He used his super breath as far as going backwards against the black hole, which I don't think anyone realized how powerful that was. What he just did. He just blew himself back from a black hole, which the gravitational pull of that is ridiculous. So that's how strong that was. We didn't really get freeze breath, I don't think we got that.
I don't think so.
He leaned into heat vision a little bit, right, with the awesome move against the robots there, the Raptors or whatever. So lean into that even more. But there's this new power that it drains him pretty much, but just I'm trying to remember what they called it. But it's solar. It was his solar flare power. If he could get that on screen, oh my god, dude!
So
man,
you talk about him unleashing, but one of the things I liked what Gunn did was Superman lost. He wasn't like totally powerful, but it goes back to if he unleashes, he's going to destroy everything. So he has to rein it in. But that's what I'm saying. Once you go cosmic with this, I mean, there's got to be something big enough for the Justice League, right? Which I'm curious where he's going to go. Is he going to go Darkseid that we never got really? Except for in the Snyderverse cut. Or a Legion of Doom team up.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, that would be my next thought. Would maybe go lean into that. But yeah, I do. I want to see. I want to see it on screen at least once.
Yeah,
I want to see them showing. Basically, go where the whole crew just goes, like the whole Justice League goes, "Oh man, Jesus, that dude just destroyed everybody."
So we talked a little bit about next movie with like Brainiac or going offbeat, but he set up the next villain for it. Using Ultraman as Brainiac. So when he went into the black hole, they said that can change someone. So if he comes out, he could very much come out as Bizarro.
Yeah, no, you're right. Yeah.
Because we traditionally think of Ultraman as Earth 3 Superman, where he's the bad guy.
How I think of correct. Yeah.
But they set him first off, it's a clone, and he said he was already dumb to begin with because they couldn't perfect the cloning process of Kryptonian. That just sets up Brainiac.
Here comes Superboy, yo.
But no, they can do that because he has the DNA. So where he fails the first time and has the dumb clone, he puts his own DNA in there. There you go, Superboy.
Yep, that's the first thing I thought. The very first thing I thought when he said that. I was like, oh, we get some Superboy here soon at some point.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Which they're going to need, maybe if we get Teen Titans. And if you include Superboy and the Teen Titans.
But here's the
which
thing.
is more Young Justice, right? I guess if you want to go
Yeah,
that route,
Young
but,
Justice. Well, they did Teen Titans after Young Justice with Connor and Tim.
Mm-hmm.
But here's the thing. If you're going to go Brave and the Bold with Damian, you'd more likely go Jonathan than Connor.
Oh, man. Could you imagine? And if they want to get representation in there, y'all,
there you
I
go.
mean, it's 2025. That's all we care about these days. Let's go.
Yeah, but then they're going to get into all
that.
that, not my Superman.
Yeah, I know. God. And they're trying to avoid that. And I don't blame them because they want to try to make all the money. I get that.
Yeah.
But Jonathan's such a great character.
He is a great character.
I love Jonathan.
Yeah.
Or we don't do Superboy. We don't do Jonathan that aged up yet. Leave him as the kids. Do Super Sons.
Yeah.
Everyone, it's beloved for a reason. It's beloved for a reason. I'm just saying. I don't think you can do a movie that way, though. I don't think you can do a full movie that way.
And I don't. The way it's going to line up, I don't think it's going to work either because they're going to do Brave and the Bold with Damian, who's going to be Robin already. But we're, 3 months into Clark and Lois?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, yeah, I don't know. But it's interesting. We'll see which way they go.
All right.
But yeah, no, good movie. Enjoyed it. Well worth the theater. All the hype, well deserved.
Yeah.
Let me hop over to this real quick because I want to get your take on early reviews of Fantastic Four.
All right. Oh, real quick, because this ties into Superman. Peacemaker Season 2 trailer came out. Did you see
I
it?
think I saw that. I don't think I did see it. No.
Oh, so the Justice Gang is in the trailer.
Oh, no way.
Peacemaker tries out.
There?
Yeah, Peacemaker tries out.
I love it.
It is great.
His little cameo was awesome. My kids loved it. And here's the funny part. I asked my kids, "What was your favorite thing about the movie?" You know what they said their favorite thing about the movie was?
What?
It was Sean Gunn because they watched Gilmore Girls. And he's in Gilmore Girls.
Yeah.
I was like, dude, come on. They go, Kirk was in it. Oh man, you guys are killing me.
No, but Season 2 is also going to explain why the Justice League cameo at the end of Season 1 is not going to be canon.
Yeah, we need to. Yeah. I'm looking forward to that. That'll be interesting.
Yeah.
I think I need to rewatch because how many episodes was Peacemaker? Was it 6?
8.
It was 8. Okay.
Yeah,
but they're not 30-minute ones, are they?
No, I think they're about 45 minutes.
Try to see if I can squeeze that in. I guess.
I know. I want to do that too. And Will wants to watch it. And I'm like, I don't know. I'm pretty lenient about
let him watch
stuff.
Deadpool, right?
Yeah.
You let him watch Deadpool. There's nothing worse than Peacemaker. There was already in Deadpool, right?
Yeah.
So might as well at this point.
There's nudity in episode 1, but that's about it.
He had to see someone poop in a pool, Jay. Come on, let him watch it.
He was there for the after effects of it. He didn't see the actual poop coming out.
That's hilarious, dude. But all right. Anyway, sorry.
All right.
Let's hop on over to Fantastic Four early buzz. What have you been hearing early buzz?
I've heard a lot of good, both about Mr. Fantastic and the Invisible Woman.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm trying to stay away from a lot of it because we're gonna see it this weekend.
Okay. Of course, I'd love to see it this weekend, but as it went with Superman, to be determined.
Yeah.
To be determined. But what I'm hearing is good, but not great. Good, as in we needed this for a strong. We needed another strong MCU, and we've got 2 in a row now.
Yeah.
That's what I like hearing. Because every reviewer that I like to watch is going, I like Thunderbolts. I haven't heard anyone say they didn't like Thunderbolts.
Yeah.
Have you heard anyone trash Thunderbolts?
No, but one of the things that Kevin Feige was saying is he blames the Thunderbolts theatrical failure on the fact that a lot of the stuff came from TV.
Yeah.
I
also think I heard him talk about the fact that they use the name Thunderbolts. That people just like
people don't know it, so they might have been better off just naming it New Avengers right from the beginning.
I don't know about that. Yeah. I like Thunderbolts. I like Thunderbolts, to be honest with you.
I do too, but I think that would have been the more marketable name.
But in regards to what I'm hearing about this one, but again, good, but not like. But I'm like, what are you comparing it to? You're gonna compare it to Winter Soldier? I mean,
yeah.
And then they're like, well, it's way better than Fan Four Stick. Well, everyone hated that movie.
Yeah.
And then they're going, well, it's they liked it. They obviously like Pedro Pascal's portrayal of Reed, which, harkening back to what you said, was like, I don't think anyone liked. Name the guy's real name. His name's like Eon, or I don't know how to
Ian
pronounce his
Gulford.
name. Yeah.
Yeah.
A no name. Basically, they used a no name, right?
Pretty much,
to do
yeah.
Reed Richards. So, and then the biggest critique is they're saying that the guy that played the Thing, he didn't really get to dive into, like, he's in the movie, but they just don't get to go into the personality of the Thing that much.
Yeah.
And then some of the critique I'm hearing is like they're like saying, yeah, they enjoyed this version of Johnny Storm way better than Chris Evans because Chris Evans was too big of a dick. I was like, then you don't know the Johnny Storm character.
Yeah.
That's who he is. He's a dick.
Yeah.
He's a brash hotshot is what he is.
And that's why we need a Spider-Man Human Torch movie at some point, because they work so well together.
Correct. And the one thing that I'm hoping we're going to get from this, is right off the bat, and this is not a spoiler, and at least it shouldn't be because you've watched at least a couple of trailers. We've got Franklin in the womb now, right?
We got Franklin as a baby.
Okay. My point being, we've got Franklin on board here.
Yeah.
Let's go mutant. We're going to go mutants. You're going to go mutants. You're going to have to mention the name mutant at some point, maybe, hopefully say the word mutant and on a big screen.
Yeah.
And go, this is the mutant of all mutants. Hopefully at some point.
Maybe that plays into Secret Wars when they reset it all.
Hopefully, yeah. So I'm going in with tempered expectations of I'm probably going to like this, but it's not going to knock my socks off. Is kind of where I'm going. But then hopefully maybe I'm pleasantly surprised. This is how I'm going to go.
I am hoping for the absolute best. So
yeah, I don't think it's going to disappoint. I don't think we're going to go. You're going to come out of it probably saying this is the best one that we've gotten, because again, the first two are a little bit hokey. They're a little bit Schumachery, if I may.
Yeah,
a little bit. The dark version, I'm like, that was your biggest mistake. Was you were trying to go dark with the first. It's about a family, guy. Come on, what are you doing? This is supposed to be one of your more light ones, but your struggle is where Reed has the weight of the world on his shoulders because he's the smartest man in the world. He's trying to solve all the problems of the world. So
I think the part of the problem was they were trying to go for Ultimate Fantastic Four when they hadn't perfected regular Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
And I think the studio was way too involved in the movie, and that's what messed up Josh Trank.
Yeah. No, and then only thing I think I'm going to not like about this is the fact that, well, I guess I just see Galactus as such a bigger, like, Galactus is an Avengers level problem.
Oh yeah,
that's how I look at it, and it should have been Doom, but they're going to make Doom the Avengers level problem.
I don't know. I go back and forth because
yeah.
Galactus has shown up in the comics, and the Fantastic Four have dealt with him in the past.
Yeah,
and Doom, I mean, Doom is a big bad guy in the MCU or in the Marvel comics, and I mean, right now they've really built him up in the comics.
Yeah. Here's the thing I will say from nothing's been spoiled, but they're just like, they just never been able to lean into the comic bookiness of these movies, right?
Yeah.
Because they're like, how do we address Galactus?
Yeah.
Or any big guy. We went through the cloud phase. We've had the clouds. Yes. Finally, they're gonna be like, oh, this is Galactus, and take it or leave it. It's basically just gonna be a giant alien. Which, why not? Why not lean into it? That's what I'm saying. So
I mean, it works in other franchises.
Yeah, and they said the guy that does the voice, which you've seen him in plenty of things.
Yeah.
Basically, he smokes 10 packs a day kind of voice guy, but works really well. I'm looking forward to hearing the voice. I'm looking forward to what he'll look like on the big screen.
Yeah,
I've seen the popcorn bucket. The Galactus popcorn bucket is amazing, is all I'm going to say.
But I'm not going to shell out $40 for it.
Have you seen the Superman popcorn bucket?
I don't remember if I did or not.
It's a phone booth. It's a red phone booth, dude. It's awesome. It's Superman going to the phone booth, yeah. And then they had a Jaws one there for the 50th anniversary of Jaws, so they had the Jaws head coming out of the water. I was like, that's awesome. I need all of these.
Yes.
One last, I need to spend money on popcorn buckets, right?
Yeah.
No, I'm not going to. Do I want them? Yes. Am I going to get them? No.
I'm going to spend more money on a popcorn bucket than I do the tickets.
Right. Exactly. So. But looking forward to Fantastic Four. Hopefully I get to watch it this weekend. Don't know for sure if we will.
Yeah.
Thanks for listening.
Follow us on social media at Nyrdcast. It's NYRDCAST, and at our website, nerdcast.com. Be sure to rate and review the podcast on iTunes, Spotify, or wherever you listen to your podcasts. This week's featured track is Post Traumatic by Stay the Course.
Take another shot for me. Tell me everything that makes the sadness flow down both your cheeks. I'll wait for you. I'll wait for you. I'll stay for you. Take another place for me. Take another place for me. Tell me what makes you feel everything you need to feel. I'll stay for you. I'll stay for you. I'll make it safe for you. Everything's alright with me since we tried it at least. That's what you said. And everything's alright with me since you left till I see you again. Don't look at me. Everything's alright with me, 'cause you were made for me, but you made space for me. And honestly, we made way for the waves, then washed out to sea, soaked in your apathy. Showered me in your affectionate post-traumatic stress again. You make love to it. You make love to it. Everything's alright with me since we tried it at least. That's what you said. And everything's alright with me since you left till I see you again. Don't look at me. Everything's alright with me, 'cause you were made for me, but you made space for me. And honestly, I'm letting you go.